Daddy's been managing retail
Yeah.
since, you know, the 80s. Actually, I've been, working retail since the 80s. Of course, I was only 15 when I first started working at Kmart, but as you can see, Kmart's no more. Are there any Kmart's anymore?
I don't know.
Is they completely closed down?
Are there any more Kmart's?
And that's what Daddy trying to rap about. But people don't want to pay that any.
CEO Eddie Lambert stated in October 2016 that there were not and never had been plans to close the Kmart format and that they are working hard to make it a more fun, engaging place to shop.
Oh,
Powered
jeez.
by our integrated retail innovation.
That's something completely different, son. Nah, the one down the street is closed. They might be pockets of them somewhere in America. It's probably a few
Like, there's
stores.
like a few locations of Blockbuster still.
Yeah, oh, for real. But as you can see, the one that I pointed, I think it was like a pet store or something for a little while, but that was like a major Blockbuster store. It's closed again. Like the pet store closed down again, so they're having a hard time finding something to put at that location. Um, but I mean that Blockbuster might have closed down 10 years ago, like just before, not that long ago. You might have been born when it was still open.
No.
But it's it's the nature of the beast, and it is, the rental space is too big for Blockbuster, but they could have made it a hub for Blockbuster as what Netflix did, and that's what they didn't do. That's why Netflix was able to take over. Because when I first had Netflix, I just used it as to rent video. I mean, rent DVDs. I used to
If
just
I'm right,
rent
they shut down the DVD section last year.
of
Mm-hmm.
oh, for real. So you can't get DVDs anymore from Netflix,
Mm-hmm.
and that's still kind of a need. Um, but it's hard to keep people honest with it. Um, with DVDs and CD. I mean, it's people still want a physical media.
Mm-hmm.
So this digital media is, they making money, but then now, as you can see with Delta, it's okay. How do you control the legality of owning a bunch of ones and zeros, basically? The ROM, the read only memory. How do you claim or deny ownership of that? And that's what they're arguing about. And it's the same thing with jobs, right? It's how do you deny certain people jobs, but give them to other people that are more favorable to what movement that you're trying to first diversify, that you're trying to include, that you're trying to equity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the problem that we're going through right now, and that's why most Americans really do not like the current president and how he's doing things, because these are things that Obama did, and Daddy noticed, and went through the same kind of issues of people telling me to shut up, even though it's my business knowledge is that of understanding how a profit and loss statement looks and being able to draw linear equations to maximize profit and minimize loss, which is business 101.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't want to talk about that because they're putting people in positions that aren't good at mathematics, in leadership positions. So I go there to help because I consider myself the math teacher. So I go into these jobs and I gladly share the math knowledge. But then they get scared because we live in an antitrust society. So you're trying to step on my toes and take my job. So it is conflict going on, even though I'm just trying to get some cash to, you know, buy a new video game. So that's why Daddy demoed. What did I demo earlier?
Metro Prime.
Metro Prime, just to give a different. Like we got a whole bunch of games. I still want to play Pokemon. I'm still playing. I played what's the name? Just 2 minutes ago was Animal Crossing. That's probably my number one game right now because I'm trying to build my island up. I need this one rock to form where I want it to form, but it won't form there.
What can you be satisfied?
And then I'm gonna completely flip my whole what's it called? Terraforming. I'm about to re-terraform my whole island to something beautiful. Like I'm going to use all types of art and order and different,
So you pretty much won't be able to finish until that rock.
into that rock form. But so I opened up a different spot, and hopefully it pops in either one of those two spots, and I'm just going to settle it in the middle if it pops up in the middle, and I can show you later on, and it'll be okay at that location too, I guess. If not, like if it don't look good in that location, I have another plan in mind. I'll just put a dummy rock in that back location and keep it in the middle, which was my second option. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it, and that's what Daddy's really rapping about when it comes to the dreaded word of politics, because they're telling you that you can only be one of two things. You only can choose one or two things, and then they're telling you that flipping a coin is dumb. But then when you ask them questions, they're not answering with a yes or no. They're telling you everything evil to convince you otherwise of basically hatred, the hatred that's in the heart. So, but yeah, we came to demo, I guess, a little bit of chess. I put it on your game. I don't know where you was at last.
We did the same lesson. I did one on my account and one on your account.
Yeah, my account was a little different or whatever. But they really not tuning in for that. They if they tune in, hit the like button, share, subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get into more of what we're learning from these tutorials, and how to play a better chess game. Chess is one of the most ancient games on the planet, right? When did it begin? I guess as early as man started walking the earth, and we all theorized, or not statisticians, but scientists theorized that Homo sapiens been walking the earth for 100,000 years plus. Like,
Yeah.
that's a long time considering it's only the year 2024.
I mean, I guess that's AD.
We do give credit to Jesus as being the last Messiah, but then there are other religions like Muslims that respect and honor Muhammad as a prophet in the line of prophets. And I'm talking about Prophetess. I guess I'm spelling that right. But
I can play chess now.
Let's rap about it. You wanted to play a little bit and talk to the people. Like, yeah. How was that steak?
It was good.
There we go. We had cheese sticks today. We cheating a little bit, but we will walk tomorrow or something, or we'll figure it out.
You want to walk to school with me? Well, I already did this lesson.
I got to see how I feel. I be feeling kind of slow in the morning. So. Let me get my food.
Okay.
Right with you. You need something to drink?
I'm good right now.
And explain the lesson to them.
So pretty much, this is the pawn. The pawn. It pretty much means you're going to try to get the king. The pawns, on their first move, they move 2 spaces. But every other move, they move 1 space. And when they attack enemies, they can only do it. You pretty much move sideways. And then I found out about this. It's like you could hit them in the back. It's called like a en passant. And I took down 2 pieces. Yay! Chess. See that was an easy lesson. Even y'all can understand it. Now next, how you doing in there, Dad?
I'm good.
Your pawns move 2 spaces forward. On the first time they move 2 spaces, I've ever turned it to move 1. And when they want to attack somebody, they gotta move diagonally. And yeah, I don't know why. Like I swear I did I swear I did the pawns last time. It didn't do it for me, so I had to do it again.
Oh, okay, no problem.
So now we're doing knights and bishops.
Oh, we probably didn't show you one. Oh, you might do it on my account. I don't know.
Now we'll introduce the knight and bishop. The knight is an interesting piece because it can jump over other pieces. The bishop can advance as far as it likes in any diagonal direction. Yeah, so it can jump over. This piece in order up. Oh, darn it. Ooh. How did it take me up?
Because remember, in passant.
Bishop ready to go. Wait, the bishop, it can diagonally. There we go. And now if I...
Just moving them for now, huh?
Yeah.
We'll get to the strategies, okay?
Okay. Yay!
Wow.
I said yay.
Okay.
I said yay. So now they're telling me how to get a check already? I thought I had to learn the rest of the pieces. We're already learning how to make a check. Can't forget it. I think that's pretty much a good summary of what we're doing.
That was good. Okay. We'll work a little bit more off screen. And we'll be back to talk more about
most widely played games
life and how culture is actually land, language, and law. Like that's one of the things that we're working on. We're not here to argue with y'all on who's better, Drake or Kendrick.
Kendrick.
But that's what they want us to do. Now, you know, Daddy just I listened. I got three of Kendrick's albums is one of my all-time love albums.
Playing
you know,
Sonic
whereas
CD.
Drake is more a singer and you know.
We're playing
whatever.
Sonic CD.
But it is what it is. We will holler back at y'all later. Is more to life than just Democrat and Republican.
What life?
It is God, one God, our Father, God of time. Heaven Yehoda, you know, that's from there we build families and we build nations from there. We'll talk to y'all later. One.